let's see.
Okay, so we'll start, and we're going to start where we always do. 2 weeks ago, because we got to catch up. So let's get into this in hot water stuff. I think this is a good fool. I think Geno's, maybe you don't really like him yet. He's good. Because a great fool, what you want is a fool who, at the slightest thing, overreacts. And Geno is that guy, and the flat-brokeness about him and all this stuff really adds to.
Yeah, he's doing it unprovoked. We weren't even paying attention to him.
Yeah.
So
okay, so we're going to start with In Hot Water, episode 50. And I've got some time codes here. So he opens the show once again talking about Red Bar after we did nothing. So let me start up a screen share session with you here.
People are starting the hashtag Flatbroke Discounty.
Yeah, good. That's what we need. Now, where's my Skype preferences here? So we're going to do a screen sharing with Sven, and then I'll start playing these.
Oh, we also need to watch a video of a certain fool that resurfaced. Remember?
Do you want to do that?
We have to do that too.
Okay, we'll do it. You got it, babe.
Yeah, one of those videos was very sad. It made me feel bad.
Yeah, so we'll revisit that to a very special fool that we actually, it's one of the only fools where we actually did completely shut down their show, where they quit doing it.
Yes, so and now Melton is next, I feel.
It's not long before it's not long. It's not long. All right, let me see how the volume is on this. Let's see.
From a large soft drink, a latte, and an energy drink.
Can you see it?
And you're going to...
Yeah, I can. Okay.
Now, I want to point something out now that we're making fun of In Hot Water full time. Gino Descante graduating up, I think, in animation, and it should be coming soon.
Maybe, yes.
And my idea is he's shuffling papers and he's sweating, and then he takes a gun out of an envelope and blows his head off.
Okay, yes.
Because he's the type of guy who commits suicide. He's the type of Ruby Tuesday manager. That,
like the Bud Dwyer tapes I learned from him. Yeah. That's definitely.
So look at this. This is funny. You know, we didn't go over this. Here's the beginning of In Hot Water, and it's this still image of 2 glasses of whiskey and 2 cigars laying on a desk, and it says In Hot Water, established 2016, Descante and Berg, which I thought was a local sausage company here in Chicago when I first saw this. But it turns out it's an actual show on Compound Media, Chomp Pound, Count Pound, whatever you want to call it. And the listeners, I wish somebody could pull this up. Maybe they can. The listeners found out that this is a stock image from iStock Photo. A cheap,
really?
stock image of this, which is very funny. In our world, if you're using stock images, you're fucking...
Yeah.
So
they did manage to put some animated smoke in there, though, which is very impressive.
They managed to do two things. To put in animated smoke off the cigars, because you know how Gino and Aaron are with their cigars.
Oh, I mean,
they've never smoked cigars nor talked about cigars ever. They think they're gentlemen. Gino puts on a blazer over some of the shittiest Target T-shirts and thinks he's like a intellectual, because he's able to search dictionary and thesaurus, posts to find bigger words for his...
Yeah, a lot of synonyms going on.
Now, the other thing they did is they squashed this image. So not only did they use a stock photo, add in some cigar smoke, but they thought, should we squish it a little bit so that it's distorted and bogus? You could even see where it says iStock Photo, where they scribbled it over it with a different color black that they thought matched, but because they're using shitty monitors, you can see it on here. Okay, so that's how it starts. So we're going to go to 57 seconds in, and we're going to see what Gino's talking about. My boy, Flatbroke. Descante. All right, we'll just start it from the beginning. Why not? Introduce you. Here we go.
Okay, let's see.
Shout outs. Here it comes. Oh, sophisticato! Gino Descante. Here he comes. He's so shitty.
Oh, a little bit of the smoke is still frozen. You see that? The original smoke?
Sponsors this week? Any live reads?
Listen to this.
Those from Blue Hot Water apron. Did they? Hey!
Oops.
I gotta tell you, that haircut was long overdue. Handsome son of a bitch. Welcome to In Hot Water, boys and girls. In this week's episode, it's Guest-a-Palooza, LeBron. If we have
Look at that blazer. Look at that blazer. That is back. What do you call that? The things like the flaps on the side.
It actually looks like a magician's blazer.
Yes,
probably.
I was going to say.
It has the long flaps in the back, you know?
Yeah,
like the animated Joker had.
This is insane. This is really bad. Like the things that come out on the side, I forget what you call them. They're so wide. They go
it's
over.
like a pianist, a pianist blazer.
Yes, but very cheap. You can see the fabric. If I ever meet him, I'm going to touch the fabric. See what it is. All right, let's see what he says. And he's unhinged, folks.
not one, not two, not three, but four comedians bouncing around the studio. One of which pulled an inverted Bobby Haha and came back to the good side. You know, the side that was born properly, Garrett. And we answer a question that has plagued men throughout time. Is sending a dick pic or 50 cheating? Is it cheating? We'll find out. But we begin, like we do every week, with a caffeinated Gino touting the beauty of a legal stimulant while reading the words he wrote off a teleprompter while thanking God that people that find Red Bar entertaining find me terrible. I am begging you, please, Red Bar fans, don't ever send me a tweet that says, you've changed me. I think you're as funny as Red Bar. Please don't do that. Keep sucking. Now we're...
Wow.
Okay, that was a lot.
So nobody says you're as funny as Red Bar. I don't think that's a thing.
No.
So he mentions the teleprompter. He mentions... This is the opening of his show. You know,
every time.
What because one account tweets him. That's why.
We have to make clear we don't talk about him ever.
Well, I talk about him
it's happened
when
once.
we see this. Like, I'll bring up these. That's it.
Yeah.
And here's the difference. Again, I say this all the time. It's like we talk about these guys on our show because we want to. It's what we're here to do. They don't want to be bringing me up, but they're doing it out of... This one I don't understand because he's writing this in prior to the show. He has a whole week to write this monologue, and he chooses to put that in every time.
Yeah, and it's not that many people shitting on him on Twitter. He's really just obsessed for some reason. I don't know. I kind of want to see it from the beginning again because he fumbled at the start, too.
Yeah, let me see if I can back this up just a tad. Hubbada.
Oh, yeah. Gonna call Garrett 3 times. Yeah, I was going to write a rant on how sending dick pics, sit down, Garrett, isn't anything more than a different way to look at porn until I came across this over show prep. You know, that thing we do every week in rehearsal. Prop up the line, gentlemen. Look at this headline. Okay. Coroner.
I think I missed it. I don't want to fuck it up again. We have many more Geno clips to go over. So let's get to this one. This is a good one.
Oh, really? I kind of wanted to see the beginning of that again when he fumbled over his words.
Okay. You got it, Sven.
Okay, because that was kind of funny.
All right.
And then we can move on.
We're going to be here for a long time, so you could see it.
Pick or 50. Cheating. Is it cheating?
Nope.
We'll find out.
Earlier.
But we begin like we do every week.
Oh, not the part about Red Bar, even earlier?
Yeah, that was about Red Bar 2, I believe. The very first part where he just gets into the shot.
All right, here we go. This is Gino Discante. Remember, he's flat broke. And we're going to reveal something else. You know, the reason we're calling him flat broke didn't come out of thin air. We have a revelation about Gino's living situation. This guy's 55, 56 years old. Never had a wife, never had a kid, never had a girlfriend. Flat broke. He's having a tough time paying bills, not like phone bills or rent or anything. Bills at restaurants. A lot of times he does the thing where he's like, I forgot my card. You got me? And they're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, he's a swindler.
They know he didn't forget his card. All right, here we go.
Hey, listen.
Gino is not worthy of being called a fool. What's going on? Wait.
Well, yeah, he might be too pathetic for people.
No. I think he's right there. And listen, we have this problem from time to time where what I consider to be a great lineup of fools doesn't necessarily line up with the audience. And I think this is where the audience kind of does a little bit of a miss here. Fools are items on a menu. Okay, you go to a restaurant. Sometimes you're in the mood for a nice, juicy 16-ounce Melton. Sometimes you're in the mood for an appetizer sampler of a little in hot water, a little Discante. Sometimes, Discante sampler? No. I want the Othi nachos. So you got to understand, we can't have this problem every time where people are dictating who's a worthy fool to watch, who's not, because there was a guy, just as you're saying you don't think Gino's a fool, there's 10 guys sending me emails with every bit of time code, and they can't wait to see this discussed.
Mike, the whole chat is on board. Everybody
good.
is agreeing with you. It was just one guy. And I think that guy was also kind of joking, too.
Oh, okay.
Because, he is pretty pathetic. It's like,
I think he's great. And what I think he's a great fool. And I think we haven't even tapped in to how great he is.
Okay.
He says, I'm not dictating. It was a valid statement, that guy says. He says he wasn't joking.
Oh, well, you're banned. No,
this is what I'm saying. Your opinion on who and who isn't a fool, there's no such thing as that being a valid statement. I think he's a fool, he's a fool.
Obviously a fucking fool.
Yeah. Gino is an Olive Garden fool. Dumb isn't a... Okay, we're going to watch him stumble again, and we've got a lot of great Gino time codes for you guys today. If you don't think Gino's a fool, you're either watching In Hot Water, which makes you a fool. Sorry. You got to choose. Or
I couldn't imagine.
You're kind of like him. You don't want to be like him. If you think he's a pretty good guy, that means you're sort of like him, making you a fool as well. So here we go. This is what Sven wanted to see. And Sven,
very quickly, this beginning part.
Here we go. Here it comes. Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Flopping.
Do we have any sponsors this week? Any live reads? Those in blue hot water apron. Did they? Hey! She's not.
That was what I liked.
That's what you wanted to see?
Welcome to Hot Water, boys and girls. And this week.
Okay. Thanks for wasting everyone's time.
He flubbed.
Let's go.
He was poking at us, poking fun at us.
Let's go to 3345.
This episode. All right.
You guys have. I'm going to tell you this. If you don't like Gino Discante stuff, you got about 2 hours where you could go out, get some dinner or something. Because we're going check back in about 2 hours.
Wait, right. Is Gino wearing a costume?
You mean Aaron Berg?
Or Aaron Berg, yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Berg's always in costume because he doesn't want to be himself. All right, so now we cut to Kevin Brennan on the show, Neil Brennan's brother. I'm Kevin Brennan! Why everyone in the comedy industry gives me such a hard time? So he is on the show now, and they're going to be talking about something we haven't plugged yet, but we're about to. We're plugging it right now. So this is kind of a crossover right now. Anthony Cumia, Count Cumia, the Bat, is having a live comedy show. Let me show you this. So we'll set this up right now.
Comedians of the Compound.
Comedians of the Compound, the most low rent,
the C-list
comedy tour New York's ever seen. Look at this on my screen. Comedians of the Compound with Anthony Countmia. Special event. Anthony Cumia presents Comedians of the Compound. Gino Discante, Kevin Brennan, Aaron Berg, and I hate to bash this guy. I'm not bashing this guy, Pat Dixon.
Why isn't Gavin in on this? He does stand up. I mean, did he think this wasn't good enough for him?
I don't know. I think I heard a rumor that Gavin might be going, but they're not listing it because they don't want Antifa shutting it down.
Oh, of course.
So look at this flyer that they've put together. You've got the Count's face, more beat up and indented, and it looks like somebody's whittled him out of wood while on a camping trip during their downtime during the day. They've got knife pricks, coming out of him. It looks like a tree. And again, this is your comedy show. Imagine going to a comedy show in New York City with Gino Discante, Aaron Berg, Kevin Brennan, and then you're wading through all that shittiness just to get to Pat Dixon. Like Pat Dixon turns into your headliner. Okay. And I like Pat Dixon. He's like a chill guy. He doesn't even belong in Compound. Yeah. So we're never going to make fun of Pat. We actually like Pat. But he was just added to the show because, surprise, surprise, nobody's buying tickets. Now, we did some investigating here. This show has been on sale since about 2 weeks ago. And just recently on their show, Kevin Brennan was on, and even more recently, they were saying how there's plenty of tickets still available. You had Kevin Brennan on Cumia's show a couple days ago going, plenty of tickets still available. Come on, you guys got to come out and buy the tickets to the comedy show. Oof. Now, you might be going, okay, it's probably like a 500-seater. Anthony Cumia is pretty big. This is like their big show here that they've been promoting for 2 weeks. Probably a lot of seats to fill. No. They're doing this show at a place called Brokerage Governors.
Wait, now, is Cumia himself promoting this or no? Is this something they pressure Cumia to do?
No, this is a Cumia official tour that he's been plugging for about 2 weeks.
It was one of those things that Cumia didn't dare to say no to.
No, well, it could have been.
Yeah, because he has no backbone.
This place that they're performing in is about a 75 to 100 seat venue. They've been trying for 2 weeks to sell this out. Now, I don't know if you remember, but when Opie and Anthony would do a live event, there'd be 500. You would have a few hours to buy tickets.
Yeah.
And then it was sold out. And that's how it should be. You're talking about Anthony Cumia, the number 2 morning show in New York City for several years, second to Howard Stern, right?
Yeah.
This was a big deal. It should only take him a few hours to sell 75 tickets. Now, it's not just Anthony Cumia and all of his fans. You've got Gino Descante, Kevin Brennan, Aaron Berg, and Pat Dixon all promoting this for 2 weeks, and they've not been able to sell 75 tickets.
Jesus.
So something's, and that's in New York City. It's not in Delaware. This is bad. This is bad. That is bad news. That means people aren't really into Cumia anymore and his legion of goons. So Kevin Brennan is going to, let's go back to In Hot Water. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Kevin Brennan's about to.
This is so fucking pathetic, dude.
Yeah. So Kevin Brennan is about to plug the show. Now, for instance, Joe Rogan, who also has a podcast, does like 500-seat venues. Even bigger. He does 1,000-seat, 2,000-seat venues sometimes, and those sell out.
Even a year ago, Cumia would have been able to sell this out in 2 hours. But it's grown so stale. He's fallen so deeply. Nobody's interested anymore.
This is bad. I mean, you should be 75 tickets should sell out, in a half hour. So Kevin Brennan has been making the rounds. It seems like Kevin Brennan set up on this show to make some money. Now, I want everyone to do the math. Take $25 a ticket, times that by 75 seats that they haven't sold out yet. But this is the max they can make. So take 25, times it by 75 seats, divide that by 5 guys. That's what they're making. I believe it comes to $362 a piece.
Wow. Shit.
That's if they're able to keep all of the ticket money. I guarantee they're not even smart enough to keep all of the door. They're probably splitting that. So Gino is going to be lucky to leave with about $80. And
75 times 25 divided by how much?
5.
5 is $375.
Now that's before they take out ticket fees because they're using laughstub.com, which takes about 15% probably per ticket, and then I guarantee the venue's probably taking $5 per door.
But they're doing it for the fans.
And then, they probably have like 20 comped tickets for Big A and all these people. So they're not even selling a full 75. So this is bad. They're going to leave with about $100 a piece. And that's big for Gino. Yes. That is a huge payday from, I can finally pay my rent
for Flatbroke Descanti.
So here they are. Kevin Brennan has been making the rounds trying to sell these tickets, and he's on In Hot Water. Let's see what happens here. Will they mention Red Bar again?
Oh, boy.
Let's find out.
Books behind you think?
Because I've read all
well read. This is highbrow comedy. Yeah, my goddamn eagle. Look at him. Being America, all angry about that wedding. Look at him. He's not looking at me. He's all upset about that wedding.
I'm not good at reading books. Do you read books, Phil?
Yeah. I read the Yellow Pages. I was trying to order some pizza.
That's not a book. No one orders. No one.
I miss the Yellow Pages, don't you?
one's
Reading the Yellow Pages.
Good pages.
I use the Yellow Pages.
Big ads.
I use the Yellow Pages when I want to get an Asian escort.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I call the Yellow Pages? When I use a white towel to sop up my urine. That's what I call
It's coming.
Why would you yellow those pages? That's let me go.
Now, actually, he brought up something that I didn't catch the first time. He said something about an Asian escort. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he really does do that.
He
Probably.
really does. You know, a lot
100%.
of these comedians actually get hookers. They really do. Like, they need to get laid. Gino's the type of guy.
They go to a massage place to get jerked off or something dirty like that.
And they bring it up all the time. Like, here's the thing. Do you ever hear me bringing up jokes about how I go to hookers? No, because it's not a thing that is even close to being a part of my life.
It really is a comedian thing. They really want to normalize this.
If you're
hooker
joking
thing.
about going to a hooker all the time, you're going to hookers. So these guys actually go and they're getting jerked off. They're getting their knobs slobbed. Gino's getting rub downs by Asian masseuses. This is what these losers do because the cum builds up. Gino needs to get laid, and he doesn't have the guts to talk to a woman. He's too poor. He's flat broke.
I'm too old.
They're about to bring up the comedy show, and they're going to mention a popular show called The Bar.
Go to the yellow pages and get some dumb. All right, look.
Wait, what's your show? He does characters and that's it?
Who does?
You've been on this show 8 times before.
I know, but I know. It's always like a...
You know what? I'm
always
gonna
think
go.
like-
I'm gonna go see if he can find Jimmy Martinez in the back.
No, but do you guys have a...
Martinez here?
Do you guys have a... You guys
Let me
have...
know when Jimmy Martinez shows
Come on,
up.
get
You
to
guys
it.
have a guest? Do you guys ever do guests?
Yeah, they have guests.
Palooza. You're one of the first guests.
No, but I know you had that Jeffrey Dury on or whatever.
Jeffrey
So-
Gurian.
I don't know
fucking
why I'm
book.
backed
Is
up
he
so
back?
much.
He,
Write another book?
Why keep bringing books up?
he wrote a book called The Brennan Chronicles.
All right, get to the
There's
comedy
one
show, you
page on
pieces
you
of
and
shit.
700 on your brother.
Yeah.
And how many on my brother-in-law? You guys are brutal.
Dead. He just at the end. They say dedicated to.
With an A in it. Dead.
Dedicated.
So fun to be back. What's going on? I
Can't
heard
even
that.
I told you, are you Skyping in or are you really here?
Hold on a
Shit.
sec.
I'm so busy.
Oh, my God.
You're like a fucking Italian Lenny. I got so much shit going on.
Here
You got
comes.
nothing
I have a
going
lot
on.
of problems
You
with
have so much going on. You have 4 roommates. Who has a lot going on? Has 4 roommates.
What? This isn't the clip that I was going to see. This is why I got backwards. I had them backwards, but this is good.
Oh. He has 4
It is
roommates.
revealed now that Gino has 4 roommates. 55, 56, 57 years old. 4 roommates. Let's hear that again. This is real. He's going to cop to it now.
Oh no.
Shit.
If-
I'm so busy. You're like a fucking Italian Lenny. I got so much shit going on. You got nothing
a
going
lot
on.
of problems
You
with
have so much going on. You have 4 roommates. Who has a lot going on? Has 4 roommates.
I'm down to 3 roommates now.
What happened? You murdered one?
Kevin and Molly moved out. They moved on to being successful.
You had 5.
Yeah. Well, there's 5. There's 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
So is it
What the
4 rooms?
fuck?
I have 3 roommates. There's 4 of us.
How many bedrooms do you have?
4. Well, it's funny you should ask. Good.
One.
Wow.
Holy shit, that's real.
This is real.
This is
Gino
such a washout,
Discante,
dude.
flat broke Gino, has 4 roommates. Well, 3 roommates, 4 rooms, 3 roommates. So this motherfucker has to
God.
wait in line at his own house to take a shit. That's Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Cool, Mr. Blazer in the morning has to wait in line to use the bathroom. You're a flat broke, pathetic lowlife. Look how old he is. This is not. This
It's
is
not
too
cute anymore.
old to have
Give it up and
roommates.
get a job and just move out.
This guy's started doing comedy in 1979.
Yeah,
This guy
same
was on
story with
TV
Matt
shows that got canceled before I was born.
Reeves. Yes.
And he's living with 3 people. So this is what you have to know. Flat broke Gino with 3 other roommates sharing a house, picked to live in a house. And believe me, it's a dump. He must be paying around $400 a month in rent. And that's a lot for him. And sometimes he can't make it. All right, let's hear a little bit more of that.
But
and then
somebody should tell him too that this whole compound thing really isn't going to work out for him either.
Yeah, I mean,
this is
this
a
is
dead
the
end.
biggest gig he has, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
this is his main gig.
doesn't realize that when this goes away, there is no more Gino Discante. He
That's
goes
it.
back to where he was right before he was on the Cumia Network, which is just an open mic level shit comedian. Louis J. Gomez made fun of him on their recent show, I believe someone said they were talking about something. They go, is this the lowest Legion of Skanks has ever gone? Because they did some weird stunt. And Lewis chimes in and goes, no, we had Gino Bisconte on once. That's what he said. So obviously the tone with New York comedians is that this guy is a jerk. He's a classic 80s jerk with his blazer that he rolls up the sleeves. So let's continue here. A couple more Gino Bisconte, and then we'll save the rest for the after show here today. Because people, if you're not on board with Gino, you know, you might not like this. Okay, let's hear a little bit more of this, and then let's get to that Compound Comedy tour.
On my own. Is that what 4 bedrooms.
When was the last time you smacked some pussy in that bedroom?
Last week, 2
Sorry,
days
because
ago.
women love it when you're like a 50-year-old man and you got 4 roommates.
Yeah.
I guess their pussy's real wet.
Yes.
And
Oh,
yet,
can you be quiet?
And he's humbled. You can't be a real slickster reading your rants when you have 4 roommates and no girls and you're flat broke. You just can't. It doesn't come off as anything. It's like you didn't dig out anything cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're not an inspiration, bro.
No, nobody gives a shit. He's washed up.
Yeah,
it's
you're
done.
washed up, man. You know where he reminds me of this guy from the show Girls, this character Ray from
Never
Girls.
seen it.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to say that, by the way, Sven.
Well, who watches the show Girls?
A lot of people.
Nobody.
Me. All right. Yeah, probably most of our audience refuses to
Yeah.
watch stuff like that.
Yeah, whatever.
They're
Okay, let's see what
haterade.
happens.
All right, let's see what happens, bro.
Because I don't want to wake up my roomies.
Evan, when he takes them over, he goes, "This is my retirement community.
Exactly.
Come on in. This is the common room out
So
here."
they're doing light riffing, which is cool. But let's jump ahead to what I originally wanted to show you, and that's 39, 38.
Well, I like that what's his name? Brennan really did say that. He's really burning bridges.
Well, how can you not say that? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Listen, it's ridiculous if you're, I believe, if you're over 20, it's different. In New York City, I'll give you up to the age of 27 to have a roommate, and then you got to cut it off.
All right.
The rest of the world, no roommates. It is fucking faggoty. If you're over the age of 25, it's time to live alone. You're not getting the same experience as you are living with roommates. Living with roommates is a 25 and under situation.
I mean, I would say it's a student thing, but
A student thing. Gino is really, I think I don't know his real age. I always say 55 because I judge people by the way they look.
Yeah.
I don't know his real age, but it's got to be like 38, right?
Wait, you think he's 38? No, dude. Dude, he's definitely.
Can we get his
in the
real?
50s.
Let's get his real age. What is
Okay, let me
Gino's
find
real
it.
age? We'll let the listeners do it. Let's go to 39,
Okay.
39, 35, and they're gonna talk about this comedy tour now. Okay. There
Yes,
we go.
let's
This
do
is
it.
the good part.
People say fucking
Yeah.
J.J. Liebman could try.
Wait. He's confirmed 48.
48. There you
Is he really? You're not joking. 48 years old. Oh my God. Everyone's confirming it. 48
go. Yeah, 48.
years old. That
Oh my
is
God,
50.
dude. Yeah.
Guys,
With
that's
the 3
fucked.
roommates.
He is flat broke, bro.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Now I want to make fun of him for decades.
He's more pathetic than Melton.
He's going to die before we even.
Yeah.
We're going to be. You know, when I was thinking about this again, I bring this up all the time. Sven,
Yeah.
what will it feel like? Because here's the deal. We make fun of a lot of people pretty hardcore to the point where we're like a big part of their life
Yes.
and a big part of all the people around them's life. It's a stage that they have to go through, and it's a thing that affects them. Now, we've never had. Oh my God, what is that?
And my fucking cat is
okay.
screwing around with something.
We've never had a fool die. Yeah, thank God.
Oh no.
Now, I brought this up before, but I was thinking about it again when I was high. When a fool dies, it might be really weird because I don't know how it will feel being like, oh, what did you contribute to this guy's life except for thousands of hours of him being miserable?
What do you mean? You think you'd feel guilt?
I don't
Let's
know.
say Melton.
I don't
Let's say
know.
Melton dies.
Let's say Melton dies. You got to stop making fun of him, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, 100%. I'd go to his. We'd have to do a little ceremony for him and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Mike's
a
nice.
a day of commemorance every year. We go back
So
and
what I'm saying though is it's never happened before, so we kind of talk about it, in a way where it doesn't exist yet. But there's going to come a time where we're going to see them all die. Like we're going to see Kumia die. That's a given. He's 30 years older than me. We're going to see him die while we're doing this. We're going to see Melton die for sure. He's going to die before me. We're going to see Gino die. We're going to watch these people die, and then how will
Michael Ray Bauer might be the first one to
Michael
die,
Ray
by the way.
Bauer. I mean, all these guys. It's going to start happening, and when it starts happening, it's never going to end happening. It's going to keep death. And what do we have to show for their, their...
as long as we're not getting blamed, it's fine.
Yeah,
and
I'm
we'll
not
just
concerned
honor
about
their
that.
memory.
It's going to be a weird thing.
As long as your name doesn't show up on any suicide notes, you're fine.
It will. Bury your fool. Yeah. Okay, let's get here. Here he goes. He's going to mention this.
But so he was flustered by that. He was flustered by that roommate comment.
Oh yeah, because he knew that. Oh shit, that takes away from these rants. Okay, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
He's not that.
You can't.
Fucking Petey Diablo could come there and show us the 2 other gray hairs on his chest.
You don't want everybody on the show.
Each.
At one point, somebody
talking
goes,
about the
"How about Red Bar? Is he going to be on?" I go, "He's not even on the network anymore." I'm like, "How many people can you divide the money by?"
Such fucking garbage.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
I don't even think
nobody said
he would
that.
like to
Nobody
come.
said that.
Fucking garbage.
Nobody said
Look at
that.
Gino.
Nobody said I'm kidding. But anyway, you're right.
trying to get under your skin.
I'm not kidding. He's garbage.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, anyway, if you get 8 guys, nobody makes money, so just cancel a gig.
Yeah,
So,
less
you can't
guys.
have too many
Have
guys.
less guys.
He's nervous. Look at him. He has to convince people.
Holy shit! Dude, my screen is frozen. By the way, the share screen.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Fuck! So he didn't get to see the reaction. But so
shit.
you say you were garbage?
Yeah, so Kevin Brennan brought up, he goes, yeah, Red Ball's going to be on the show. And Gino freaked.
He's not even on the network anymore.
Yeah. That's our
What a
Kevin
shitty
Brennan.
voice.
Okay, let's see. I think that's it for that episode. Here it is.
Gino is Flatbroke. Gino ain't got no money.
Flatbroke.
He's always looking so damn crummy.
Flatbroke Gino.
Ain't nobody think he's funny. He can't move